everyone. Welcome to CRISiSLab Challenge 2022. I'm your host, Alicia Sui. Last year, we hosted the first CRISiSLab Challenge. More than 50 students from 6 colleges in the Wellington region joined us, and we had fun. A lot of students got more interested in science and technology, and that encouraged us to do it again this year. We were planning to visit schools, but as you can see, unfortunately, we couldn't because of the COVID situation right now. Instead, we record this video and you will get to know what is CRISiSLab Challenge and why you should join us. Now, let's get to know a little bit about CRISiSLab. We have important people behind CRISiSLab Challenge here today. First of all, Raj, the lead of CRISiSLab. And Marianne, the lead of CRISiSLab Challenge. Yasir and Zhang, they're the technical experts. And we have Ben and Zaid, the ultimate winners of CRISiSLab Challenge last year. Thank you so much for being here. So first of all, we have Dr. Raj Prasanna. He is the lead of our CRISiSLab. So Raj, do you want to tell us a bit about CRISiSLab?
Thanks, Alicia. Thanks for the opportunity. So we established CRISiSLab in 2019 as a laboratory within the Joint Center for Disaster Research at Massey University here in Wellington campus. The lab primarily focuses on conducting research on how we can best use advances in technology to solve social issues, especially how we can support disaster or emergency management. As one of its core activities, CRISiSLab provides supervision support for PhD students conducting technology-led research, say for example, artificial intelligence or decision support systems or warning systems and technologies around them. And we can say that CRISiSLab is a great platform for researchers who are passionate about conducting socio-technical research at the human-technology interface. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raj. And CRISiSLab is just such a cool name. Now, Dr. Marianne Tan, as the project leader of CRISiSLab Challenge, can you please tell us what exactly the challenge is about?
Okay, so we designed CRISiSLab especially for high school students so that you can get excited about science and technology. So the challenge is hands-on and you will experience firsthand how science is interesting and relevant. So the students will get to work with a small portable seismometer called a Raspberry Shake. And then you will learn how this device senses ground motion, how you can do coding so that these sensors can talk to your computers. And then maybe you'll actually get to design an alerting device on your own for this challenge. So this is super cool and exciting. So you will also get to practice your presentation and demonstration skills as you learn about earth sciences and earthquake resilience. And you will work in teams so you get a chance to show and use your different skill set to achieve something together. So we hope that this challenge that you will learn new things, get to accomplish goals together, and push some boundaries. So have fun and see how technology can be useful and super interesting. We're very excited this year.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Thanks, Marianne. And now, Dr. Syed Yasir Imtiaz and Jantujan Jandrakumar. As technical experts, will you please tell us a little bit about the Raspberry Shake and what skills can students learn through the challenge? So Jantujan, you are doing a PhD right now, closely working with Raspberry Shake. So can you briefly tell us what it is and what can be done using it?
Sure, Alicia. Thanks for the opportunity. So you can think of a Raspberry Shake as a small computer which got few sensors and a processor. The main purpose of a Raspberry Shake is monitoring basically any kind of ground motions generated during different kinds of activities such as earthquakes, volcanic activities, construction works, trucks passing by, or even footsteps. So due to its convenience and plug-to-play nature, we are planning to use the Raspberry Shake 4D for the challenge. So when you look inside the sensor, there are 3 accelerometers and 1 vertical geophone. So those sensors are mainly used to detect the ground vibrations. So these vibrations will be converted into electric signals. I hope this gives a basic understanding on the role of Raspberry Shake 4D sensor. I'm super excited to work with the team during this competition. Thanks.
Thanks, Jantujan. Yeah, I'm sure the students will have fun with it. And Yasir, You were supporting the students last year during our CRISiSLab challenge, and you got to witness their growth from the beginning to the final day, which is really cool. So can you please share your first-hand observations of what they can gain from our CRISiSLab challenge?
Yeah, thank you, Alicia. Yeah, it's true that last year we provided some technical support to the students throughout the challenge period, and it was really cool to see the students learn a lot, especially in their programming skills, whether they work in Python or in Java or in Node.js, whichever tool or whichever programming language they used. They got enhanced skills in those tools, and they also learned how to work with Raspberry Shake, which they've never used before, and they learned how to read the real and live data and how to generate the alerts. And it's really amazing to see how students got a hands-on experience on using Raspberry Shake by themselves, which was new for them. And then they have shown some creativity skills through doing alerts on their external devices. So what I can say is that it was really a good experience for me to work with the students overall.
Thanks, Yasir. And we will continue to provide this for this year as well. Yes. And now we have Ben Hong and Zaid Vigor here as the ultimate winners of the CRISiSLab Challenge last year. They were also the ambassadors of the CRISiSLab Challenge. So did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes, very much, yes.
Oh, cool. That's good to know. And if you have one thing to share about your experience with CRISiSLab Challenge, what would you say?
I learned so much during last year's challenge. I got experience with sockets, web APIs, and so much more. I would totally recommend joining if you're looking for a good challenge and a chance to learn more about web development.
Thanks, Ben.
Well, last year the challenge motivated me to try out a lot of technologies I probably wouldn't have used otherwise, like Firebase push messaging, the web audio synthesis API, and Android app development. It was an awesome experience and something I'll never forget.
Thank you, Zaid. That's awesome to hear, and thank you very much. So if you're a college student in the Wellington region and you are passionate about science and technology, join CRISiSLab Challenge 2022.